Hello guys, and welcome back to Silver Lining Roleplay. Today, we are a reporter for the Los Santos County Times, and my current assignment is to go to the fire department and do a story on them. I'm currently on my way to their El Burro station, and I'm going to be meeting up with somebody named Lieutenant Jess, and hopefully she's pretty much going to take us around to the department, show us how the day-to-day operations of the fire department are conducted, so that way I can go ahead and write this story. But we're going to go ahead and make our way over there now, and I'll be over there in just a few minutes here. And here we are at the fire station here. This is Station 11, which is the one in El Burro Heights. They already have it staffed and all that good stuff. So pretty much, I guess I'm just going to try to find some parking back here in the parking garage here. I'll get my stuff out, then I'll go ahead and meet with Lieutenant Jess and see what we can do from there. I think this is her. Hello, ma'am.
Hello.
Are you Lieutenant Jess?
I am.
Hey, how you doing, man? My name's Dean Domino. I'm with the Los Santos County Times. I'm here writing a report about you today. Or about the department, I'm sorry.
Awesome.
Appreciate you.
I got the assignment this morning. Was told supposed to be meeting you here. I do have a few questions for you. If you have time to sit down, I can go ahead and ask you that. But I do also have a personal protection high visibility vest. Just in case I need to go anywhere with you. However, with that being said, I just have a camera, notepad, stuff like that. I hope you don't mind if I hang around and take some photos and ask some questions.
Yeah, all sounds good. The my boys are kind of jealous that I have a ride along and they don't.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Well, they only sent out one reporter, so there's really nothing I can do about that.
Alrighty. Yeah, let's go ahead and go into my office and we can get started in there.
Okay, perfect. So we're gonna go in our office now. This is Fire Station 11, this is the custom interior, and then we'll go and get started on the interview.
Alright, so what kind of questions you got for me?
Perfect. Well, just, I guess really to start off, could you explain who you are and what you do?
So I am Lieutenant Jess Johansson, with the Los Santos County Fire Department. Tonight I'm actually the supervisor on duty as well.
And supervisor on duty, could you elaborate on that?
So with everybody's placement within the fire department with their stations tonight, I went through and made all those assignments. And then if they have any issues while they are on patrol, they come directly to me, and then I help with all that.
And so by stations, you mean you have more people than just... We're currently in El Burro. You have more people than just here at El Burro?
Yep. So I have... I've got a station up in Paleto, station in Sandy, and then a station in Vespucci Beach.
So how many calls do you personally go to? Just like a daily average, a patrol average for you? So just one night, what do you consider to be, like, steady work, if that makes sense?
Let's see. On a good night, probably about 4 to 5 calls that I would specifically need to go to as a supervisor. But throughout the entire department, they usually have like 10 to 12 calls a night. Sometimes less, sometimes more. It just depends on the riffraff in the city.
So, would you mind sharing your responsibilities day to day as a fire lieutenant?
So, I'm currently the second in command within the fire department. First in command is Stefan. Third in command is Stefan, and then first in command is Andrew. He is our fire captain. So, as second in command, I help with getting trainings done for all of our new medics arriving into the city. I also help with getting new civilians into the city, with getting them through booking and getting them the knowledge that they need to be here in Los Santos.
So other cities run their fire departments a lot differently. Obviously, each city has their own separate protocols, their own separate membership, stuff like this. How do you feel the way that you are helping run things here in this city is different than anywhere else? Like, what makes you unique compared to anywhere else?
I think our regulations on how we perform. We have a pretty strict training regime that helps out with getting everybody trained up to where they need to be able to go out on the ambulances by themselves. We currently have one trainee that's here at Station 11 that is going through that training right now.
So what made you want to become a member of the fire department?
It's definitely very interesting. I wanted to be able to help people and just be a great asset to the city of Los Santos and just be able to be with a group of people that I have come to call my family.
What would you want to say to anybody else who's probably thinking of moving to this city and joining the fire department? Like, what encouraging words would you give them?
We are one big happy family. We help out one another. Definitely better than the LEO. I mean, what? Definitely, I don't know. The department is amazing. The leadership is amazing. You definitely won't have a dull night. We throw some wicked after parties. So here we have firefighter Noah. He's running the engine that's sitting there behind him. And then over here we have got Dylan and Izzy on medics in the ambulance. Izzy's one of our newest recruits, so she's still going through training.
Okay, so what does the training entail? How do you get from zero to hero?
So once they get trained and gone through everything as a civilian, as a citizen, then they go through another training that is the EMT basics. And then once they've gone through that classroom training, they get to do some on-the-job training. So that is what Dylan is providing for tonight.
So they learn how to become, how to operate the ambulance and how to use medical equipment before they learn how to use the engine and the other fire equipment?
Yep, so they have about 2 weeks just strictly on the ambulance. That way they have a pretty basic knowledge of how that's going to roll. And then after those 2 weeks, they've got the opportunity to take additional training to be on an engine.
Awesome. And so what's really a part of the ambulance and a part of the engine? Like, what makes them differentiate between each other?
One takes bodies, the other one puts out fires.
I have a cooler hat.
Yeah, he has a cooler hat.
I don't have a hat.
That is a very nice hat.
You should have Battalion 11 on route.
To kind of quickly explain what happened, we were just in an interview with somebody, and then a call went out for something, and now we're on our way there, correct?
Yes.
Okay, what exactly are we going to?
We're going to somebody that has fallen off of their roof.
Okay. And then aside from us, aside from you, who else is being attached to here?
We've got an engine and a medic.
And then just regarding the information you get beforehand, all you know is that somebody fell off a roof.
Yeah. Battalion 11, you can show us on scene.
Do you see him? He's right there. In that yard right there.
Yep.
Okay, so we are here. Let me go ahead and put on my vest here. So I'm gonna go ahead and stay back. Here comes the ambulance right now. So you can see right there, that person there on the ground, that's the person who apparently fell off of the roof. And they're going now, and they're going to help him. So aside from us here, the ambulance as well as the fire engines on scene. So I am going to try to stay back a little bit, let them do their job, but we'll kind of try to see what they're doing.
I think Noah's trying to get vitals on him.
So obviously this guy's down. They're getting the stretcher right now to try to help him out, and they're going to get vitals on him. So again, we got called out to a 911 call specifically saying that somebody fell off of the roof, and upon arrival here, we saw this person laying down in the yard. So we got here very, very quickly, they did, and they're already getting the stretcher out, and they're already checking vitals, and they're already making sure this guy's okay. I'm trying to stay out of their way.
In the area of Station 1.
So what's happening right now, Lieutenant?
So basically right now they are checking over the patient, trying to get vitals, trying to figure out what happened. Just trying to figure out what they need to do to get him stable enough to get him transported to pillbox if necessary.
So kind of just to clarify, the went over the radio was that somebody fell off of the roof, and then we got here very quickly because we're in a close proximity to the fire station. And so we have an ambulance here, and as well as an engine here. And then upon showing up, we find the gentleman on the ground. And so so they're getting the vitals, and they're preparing this person for transport, or what exactly is going on with that specifically?
Probably just trying to get vitals, get him stable. Probably see if there's any injuries that are gonna get worse when they move them.
So what's the first priority whenever you show up to these kinds of calls?
So we have a thing called here. Let's move back just a little bit so we don't interfere with their talking. So basically we've got a thing called routine patient care. So when we first get on the scene, we just do a visual check over, make sure it's actually safe for us to get close. I had a call where there was a rabid dog still standing over my patient, so I had to make sure I called the Department of Natural Resources to come out and handle the dog before I could even touch my patient, because I didn't want to get close and have two patients instead of just the one. Then we try and get verbal contact with the patient, see if they can actually talk to us, or if are they conscious, are they unconscious. We check around, see if there's any reason why they are down, either with the environment, or if there's something that they could have ingested, things like that. Then we treat them. So if we can see blood, obviously we're gonna try and get that blood to stop bleeding, so that way we can get that under control.
So the police aren't here right now, but like under what situations would you call the police out to a call?
If it looked suspicious. If it was like a gang related thing, or if it was like out here in the middle of the road, it looked kind of like a car hit them, things like that, then we would definitely call LEO out, because it might need a little bit further investigation on their end to figure it out.
So what are the steps currently that the firefighters are currently taking to ensure this person's safety?
So it looks like Dylan just grabbed the backboard off of the stretcher. And I think I saw them placing a C-collar around the patient's neck. So what they're going to do is put the backboard on the ground. They're going to tip the patient over on his side, and then one of the other medics in there is going to push that backboard right underneath him, and then put him over onto the backboard, strap him on, and then all three of them will lift him and place him onto the stretcher, and then they'll get him into the back of the ambulance and head over to Pillbox.
And this is standard procedure for every call?
Depending on the call. If he's still unconscious, that's what's gonna happen. And then they'll try and get his name, either while they're on the scene here, or while they're in the ambulance, or once they get him to Pillbox. The nurses are really great about digging through pockets to figure out who they are. They need those insurance cards.
And then Pillbox is the hospital.
Yep.
So their main thing here is they're making sure that this person is okay to be taken to the hospital.
Yep, so they don't, die in transport to the hospital. So looks like they got him on the backboard, putting him on the stretcher.
And now they're taking him away to the ambulance.
Yep. What's up?
So, dude probably took a spill off the roof, hit the garbage can, got knocked out cold. Vitals were okay. C-collar was applied, general. He had an abrasion to the head.
Okay.
Wrapped it up, gave it a gauze, and now O2's at 94, and he's going to the hospital.
Alrighty. Was he, did he ever regain consciousness?
No, he was out cold the entire time.
Okay. Hopefully, he'll come to once they, get him up to Pillbox.
Yeah, hopefully.
Show us transporting times on patient to Pillbox.
Alrighty. You're able to go back, 10-8.
Alright.
Head back over to the station.
So they're taking him to the hospital now.
Bye. So there you go.
Go. Come on. On the way. I got places to be.
Alright, let's go ahead and hop in.
Okay.
Move.
Take my vest back off. And so they're taking him to the hospital. And other than that, that's it regarding the call. What are they gonna have to do afterwards?
So once they take him over to the hospital, you'll hear the engine,
Code 4, engine left to the back in service, return to quarters.
they'll do it just like that. Battalion 11, same traffic.
So what kind of paperwork are these guys looking at? Just filling out for we were there for a total of 7 minutes, something like that. That was obviously a very quick call and a very fast response by the fire department, but I'm just curious as to what the procedures are after the call.
So we use a system called Sonoran CAD. It is the computer-assisted dispatch system. On there is where we do all of our reports. So they have a medical report that they will fill out. It will ask for where the incident happened, the patient's name, and then it has a description box where the medics or the firefighters will describe everything that they did to the patient from either once they arrived on the scene, and then if they take them over to Pillbox.
Medic in Farcom.